What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Blackadder, Season 4, Episode 6, Goodbye. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Here we go!
Care for a smoke, sir?
No, thank you.
Private?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Wow. Boring, bro. What is wrong with you?
Dash and blast all this hanging about, sir. I'm as bored as a pacifist pistol. When are we going to see some action?
Well, George,
I'm as bored as a pacifist pistol. I like that.
Oh, dash and blast all this hanging about, sir. I'm as bored as a pacifist pistol. When are we going to see some action?
Well, George, I strongly suspect that your long wait for certain death is nearly at an end. Surely you must have noticed something in the air?
Well, yes, of course, but I thought that was Private Baldrick.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, soon we will at last be making the final big push. That one we've been so looking forward to all these years.
Well, hurrah with highly polished brass knobs on. About time.
Hello, the Somme public baths. No running, shouting, or piddling in the shallow end. Captain Darling. Tomorrow at dawn. Oh, excellent. See you later, then. Bye. Gentlemen, our long wait is nearly at an end. Tomorrow morning, General Insanity Melchett invites you to a mass slaughter. We're going over the top.
Well, huzzah and hurrah! God save the king,
God.
rule Britannia, and boo sucks to Harry Hunt.
Or, to put it more precisely, you're going over the top. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, it may be a bit risky, but it sure was bloomin' hell worth it, Governor.
How can it possibly be worth it? We've been
not.
sitting here since Christmas 1914, during which millions of men have died, and we've advanced no further than an asthmatic ant with some heavy shopping.
We've advanced no further than the asthmatic ant with some heavy shopping. My boy Nari said, y'all going over the top. I'm getting out of here. Ain't no way I'm going over the top of this trench.
But this time, an absolutely pause will break through. It's ice cream in Berlin in 15 days.
Or ice cold in no man's land in 15 seconds. Now, the time has come to get out of this madness once and for all.
What madness is that?
Well, for God's sake, George, how long have you been in the army?
Well, me? Oh, I joined up straight away, sir. August the 4th, 1914. Oh, what a day that was. Myself and the rest of the fellows leapfrogging down to the Cambridge recruiting office and then playing tiddlywinks in the queue. We'd hammered Oxford's tiddlywinkers only the week before, and there we were, off to hammer the Bosch. Crashingly superb bunch of blokes. Fine, clean-limbed. Even Arachne had a strange nobility about it.
Yes, and how are all the boys now?
Oh, well, Jocko and the Badger bought it at the first heap, unfortunately. Quite a shock, that. I remember Bumfluff's housemaster wrote and told me that Sticky'd been out for a duck, and the Gubber had snitched a parcel sausage end and gone goose over Stump's frog side.
Meaning?
I don't know, sir, but I read in the Times that they've both been killed.
And Bumfluff himself?
Copped a packet at Gallipoli with the Aussies. So did Drippy and Strangely Brown. I remember we heard on the first morning of the Somme when Titch and Mr. Floppy got gassed back to Blighty.
Which leaves?
Gosh, yes, I suppose I'm the only one of the Trinity Tiddlers still alive. There's a thought, and not a jolly one.
My point exactly, George.
The chap might get a bit miz if it wasn't for the thought of going over the top tomorrow. Right, sir, permission to get weaving.
Permission granted.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Captain Bay. This is a crisis. A large crisis. In fact, if you've got a moment, it's a 12-story crisis with a magnificent entrance hall, carpeting throughout, 24-hour porterage, and an enormous sign on the roof saying, "This is a large crisis." And a large crisis requires a large plan. Get me 2 pencils and a pair of underpants. Right, Ulrich. This is an old trick I picked up in the Sudan. We tell HQ that I've gone insane, and I will be invalided back to Blighty before you can say a wibble.
My boy Blackadder said, I gotta get out of here. I'm too young. My life ain't ready to be over yet. I can't do this. I feel you, Blackadder.
Gormless idiot.
Well, I'm a poor gormless idiot, sir, and I've never been invalided back to Blighty.
Yes, Baldrick, but you never said wibble. Ask me some simple questions.
Right. What is your name?
Wibble.
What is 2 plus 2?
Oh, wibble, wibble.
Where do you live?
London? Hey, a small village on Mars, just outside the capital city. Wibble.
All the men present and correct, sir. Ready for the off, eh?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. I'm just off to Hartlepool to buy some exploding trousers.
Come again, sir. Have you gone barking mad?
Yes, George, I have. Cluck, cluck, gibber, gibber, my old man's a mushroom, etc. You send a runner to tell General Belchett that your captain has gone insane and must return to England at once.
Sir, how utterly ghastly for you. I mean, well, you'll miss the whole rest of the war.
Yes, very bad luck. Beep.
Right. Beep. Now, Baldrick, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Papa.
Whatever you do, don't excite him.
Fat chance. Now, all we have to do is wait. Baldrick, fix us some coffee, will you? And try to make it taste slightly less like mud this time.
Not easy, I'm afraid, Captain.
Why is this?
Of course, it is mud. We ran out of coffee 13 months ago.
So every time I've drunk your coffee since, I have in fact been drinking hot mud.
With sugar.
Of course, makes all the difference.
Well, it would do if we had any sugar, but unfortunately we ran out New Year's Eve 1915. Since when, I've been using sugar substitute.
Which is?
Dandruff.
Oh my God. I'm getting sick now. Now I'm sick. You've been drinking mud with dandruff and now what?
Brilliant.
Still, I could add some milk this time.
Oh, I'm scared to find out what
saliva.
that
No, thank you, Baldrick. Call me Mr. Picky, but I think I'll pass.
That's probably because you're mad, sir.
Well, quite.
Well, I didn't go down at all well, I'm afraid, sir. Captain Darling said they'd be along directly, but, well, you better be pretty damn doolally.
Don't worry, George, I am. Okay. When they get here, I'll show them what totally and utterly bonkaroony means. Wow. Till then, we've got bugger all to do except sit and wait.
Well, I don't know, sir. We could have a jolly game of charades.
Oh, yes.
And sing-along of musical hits like Birmingham Bertie and Whoops, Mrs. McGinn's, you're sitting on my artichokes.
Yes, I think bugger all might be rather more fun.
Permission to ask a question, sir?
Permission granted, Baldrick, as long as it isn't the one about where babies come from.
No. The thing is, the way I see it, these days there's a war on, right? And ages ago there wasn't a war on, right? So there must have been a moment when there not being a war on went away, right? And there being a war on came along. So, what I want to know is, how did we get from the one case of affairs to the other case of affairs?
Do you mean, how did the war start?
Yeah.
The war started because of the vile Hun and his villainous empire building.
George, the British Empire at present covers a quarter of the globe, while the German Empire consists of a small sausage factory in Tanganyika. I hardly think that we can be entirely absolved from blame on the imperialistic front.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not. Mad as a bicycle.
I heard that it started when a bloke called Archie Duke shot an ostrich because he was hungry.
I think you mean it started when the Archduke of Austro-Hungary got shot.
There was definitely an ostrich involved.
Well, possibly. But the real reason for the whole thing was that it was just too much effort not to have a war.
By gum, this is interesting. I always loved history. The Battle of Hastings, Henry VIII and his 6 knives, all that.
You see, Baldrick, in order to prevent war in Europe, 2 superblocks developed. Us, the French and the Russians on one side, and the Germans and Austro-Hungary on the other. The idea was to have 2 vast opposing armies, each acting as the other's deterrent. That way, there could never be a war.
But this is a sort of a war, isn't it, sir?
Yes, that's right. You see, there was a tiny flaw in the plan.
What was that, sir?
It was bollocks.
Yes, that's a terrible plan. put two strong sides on opposite sides so that they can never, they are both a deterrent to each other from starting war. One side's gonna want its way, and the other side's gonna want its way, and at some point, the war's gonna start.
So the poor old ostrich died for nothing.
Oh my God.
Right, they're here. Baldric, you keep him warm. I'll go and prepare the ground. So,
George, how's the patient?
well, it's touch and go, I'm afraid, sir. I really can't vouch for his behaviour. He's gone mad, you see. Stir-fry crazy.
Is this genuinely mad?
Oh, yes, sir.
Or has he simply put his underpants on his head and stuffed a couple of pencils on his head? That's what they all used to do in the Sudan. I remember I once had to shoot a whole platoon for trying that. Well, let's have a look at him.
God damn.
And the other thing they used to do in the Sudan was to get dressed up like this and pretend to be mad. But don't let me catch you trying that one, Baldric, or I'll have you shot, all right? Dismissed. Oh, hello, sir. Didn't hear you come in.
Oh, now, Blackadder, they tell me you've gone mad.
No, sir. No, must be a breakdown of communication. Someone obviously heard I was mad with excitement, waiting for the off.
There you are, you see, darling. I told you there'd be a perfectly rational explanation. Right, George, have your chaps fall in.
Very good, sir.
Well, it's rather odd, sir. The message was very clear. Captain Blackadder gone totally tonto. Brings straitjacket for immediate return to Blight.
Don't be ridiculous, darling. The hero of Umboto Gorge, mad? You've only got to look at him to see he's as sane as I am. Mad!
Would that be the Umboto Gorge where we massacred the peace-loving pygmies of the Upper Volta and stole all their fruit?
No, a totally different Umboto Gorge. Cup of coffee, darling.
Thank you.
Baldric, do the honours.
Sir, sugar, sir?
3 lamps.
Think you can manage 3 lumps, Baldric?
I'll rummage round, see what I can find, sir.
Oh, heavens, bro. Oh, heavens.
Making a milky one.
Well, George, you must have been delighted to hear the news of the big push.
Absolutely, sir. Our chance to show the Hun that it takes more than a pointy hat and bad breath to defeat the armies of King George.
That's the spirit.
Here you are, sir.
Ah, cappuccino. Have you got any of that brown stuff you sprinkle on the top?
Well, I'm sure I could... No.
Fine body of men you've got out there, Blackadder.
Yes, sir. Shortly to become fine bodies of men.
Nonsense, you'll pull through. I remember when we played the old Harrovians back in '96, they said we'd never break through to their back line, but we ducked and we bobbed and we wove and we damn well won the game 15-4.
Yes, sir, but the Harrow fullback wasn't armed with a heavy machine gun.
No, that's a good point. Make a note, darling. Recommendation for the Harrow governors. Heavy machine guns for fullbacks. Nice idea, Blackadder. Now then,
Oh,
soldier,
my God.
you looking forward to giving those Frenchies a damn good licking?
No, sir. It's the Germans we should be licking, sir.
Don't be revolting! I wouldn't lick a German if he was glazed in honey.
Bro, this is it's such good freaking writing, bro. It's such good writing.
Now then, soldier, you love your country?
Certainly do, sir.
You love your king?
Certainly don't, sir. My mother told me never to trust men with beards, sir.
Excellent native Cockney wit.
Oh my God!
Best of luck to you all. Sorry I can't be with you, but obviously there's no place at the front for an old general with a dicky heart and a wooden bladder. By the way, George, if you want to accompany me back to HQ and watch the results as they come in, I think I can guarantee a place in the car.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I wouldn't miss this show for anything. I'm as excited as a very excited person who's got a special reason to be excited, sir.
Excellent. Well, chuff chuff then. See you all in Berlin for coffee and cakes. matter with you today, darling? I'm so sorry, Blackadder. Come on, darling, we're leaving.
Go, sir. I'm glad you're not barking anymore.
Well, thank you, George. Although quite clearly you are. You were offered a way out and you didn't take it.
Oh, absolutely not, sir. No, I can't wait to get stuck into the Bosch.
You won't have time to get stuck into the Bosch. We'll all be cut to pieces by machine gun fire before we can say charge.
Right, so what do we do now?
Shall I do my war poem?
How hurt would you be if I gave the honest answer, which is, no, I'd rather French kiss a skunk.
So would I, sir.
You can't offend somebody that don't understand. You can't offend somebody who's just not on their head.
All right, fire away, Bobby.
Hear the words I sing. War's a horrid thing. So I sing, sing, sing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yes. Well, it started badly, and it tailed off a little in the middle, and the less said about the end, the better. But apart from that, excellent.
Oh, shall I do another one then, sir?
No, we wouldn't want to exhaust you.
No, don't worry, I could go on all night.
Not with a bayonet through your neck, you couldn't.
This one is called The German Guns.
Oh, sniffing. Yes, let's hear that.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
How did you guess, sir?
Say, sir, that is spooky.
I'm sorry, I think I've got to get out of here.
You mean after being stuck with these two, but you might be ready to go over the top, Blackadder. The top might be your best option after a while with these two, man.
I have a cunning plan, sir.
All right, Baldrick, for old time's sake.
Well, you phone Field Marshal Haig, sir, and you ask him to get you out of here.
Baldrick, even by your standards, it's pathetic. I've only ever met Field Marshal Haig once. It was 20 years ago. And my God, you've got it. You've got it. Mwah!
Well, if I've got it, you've got it too, now.
I can't believe I've been so stupid. One phone call will do it. One phone call, and I'll be free. Let's see, it's 3:30 a.m. I'll call about 5:45. Excellent, excellent. Well, I'll get packing.
You know, I won't half miss you chaps after the war.
Don't worry, Lieutenant. I'll come visit you.
Oh, will you really? Oh, bravo, yes. Jump into the old jalopy and come down and stay in the country. We can relive the old times.
What, dig a hole in the garden, fill it with water, and get your gamekeeper to shoot at us all day?
Well, that's the thing I don't really understand about you, Captain. You know, I mean, you're a professional soldier, and yet sometimes you sound as if you very well haven't enjoyed soldiering at all.
Well, you see, George, I did like it. Back in the old days, when the prerequisite of a British campaign was that the enemy should, under no circumstances, carry guns. Even spears made us think twice. The kind of people we like to fight were 2 feet tall and armed with dry grass.
Oh, now, come off it, sir. What about Mvoto Gorge, for heaven's sake?
Yes, that was a bit of a nasty one. 10,000 Watusi warriors, armed to the teeth with kiwi fruit and guava heart. After the battle, instead of taking prisoners, we simply made a huge fruit salad. Now, when I joined up, I never imagined anything as awful as this war. I'd had 15 years of military experience, perfecting the art of ordering a pink gin and saying, "Do you do it doggy doggy" in Swahili. And then suddenly, 4.5 million heavily armed Germans hove into view. It was a shock, I can tell you.
I thought it was going to be such fun, too. We all did. Joining the local regiment and everything. Turnip Street Workhouse Pals. It was great. I'll never forget it. It was the first time I ever felt really popular. Everyone was cheering, throwing flowers. Some girl even come up and kissed me.
Poor woman. First casualty of the war.
I love the truck training.
Bro, I'm trying to feel bad right now, Blackadder. I'm trying to feel bad. And you making these jokes.
All we had to do was bayonet sacks full of straw. Even I could do that. I remember saying to my mum, "These sacks will be easy to outwit in a battle situation." And then, shortly after, we all met up, didn't we? Just before Christmas, 1914.
Yes, that's right. I'd just arrived and we had that wonderful Christmas truce. Do you remember, sir? We could hear Silent Night drifting across the still, clear air of no man's land. And then they came, the Germans, emerging out of the freezing night mist, calling to us. And we clambered up over the top and went to meet them.
Both sides advanced more during one Christmas piss-up than they managed in the next 2.5 years of war.
Do you remember the football match?
Remember it? How could I forget it? I was never offside. I could not believe that.
Since then, we've been stuck here for 3 flipping years. We haven't moved. All my friends are dead. My pet spider, Sammy. Katie the worm. Bertie the bird. Everyone except Neville the fat hamster.
I'm afraid Neville bought it too. I'm sorry.
Neville gone, sir.
Actually, not quite gone. He's in the corner, banging up the sink.
Oh, no! It didn't have to happen, sir. If it wasn't for this terrible war, Neville would still be here today, sniffling his little nose and going eek.
On the other hand, if he hadn't died, I wouldn't have been able to insert a curtain rod in his bottom and use him as a dish mop.
God
Why
dang!
can't we just stop, sir? Why can't we just say, no more killing, let's all go home? Why would
Thank
it be
you.
stupid just to pack it in, sir? Why?
Now, look here, you just...
Thank you, Barrick. I'm with you, Barrick. I'm with you, man. I completely agree.
Stop that conchy talk right now, Private. It's absurd, it's Bolshevism, and it wouldn't work anyway.
Why not, sir?
Why not? What do you mean? Why wouldn't it work? It wouldn't work, right? It wouldn't work because now you just get on with polishing those boots, all right? Less of that lip. I think I managed to crush the mutiny there, sir. Yes, I think so. In just a few hours, we'll be off. Of course, not that I won't miss all this, sir, but I mean, we've had some good times. We've had some damnably good laughs, eh?
Yes, can't think of any specific ones.
Hey, man, I'm feeling bad, bro. My guys want to be goners. Out of there. Kaput. Finito. Done
Darling!
Sir!
No, sit. Can't sleep either, eh?
No, sir. Thinking about the push, sir. Hoping the Boche will forget to set their alarm clocks, oversleep, still be in their pajamas when our boys turn up.
Yeah. I've been thinking too, darling.
Sir?
You know, over these last few years, I've come to think of you as a sort of son. Not a favourite son, of course. Lord, no. More a sort of illegitimate backstairs sort of sprog, you know. The sort of spotty squid that nobody really likes. But nonetheless, still fruit of my overactive loins.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to do what's best for you, darling. So I've given it a great deal of thought. And I want you to have this.
A postal order for 10 shillings.
No, sorry. No, that's my godson's wedding present. Here.
No, sir. This is a commission for the front lines.
Yes. I've been awfully selfish, darling, keeping you back here instead of letting you join in the fun game. This will let you get to the front line immediately.
But, sir, I don't want to.
To leave me? I appreciate that, darling. But damn it, I'll just have to enter Berlin without someone to carry my feathery hat.
No, sir. I don't want to go into battle.
Without me? I know. But I'm too old, darling. I'm just going to have to sit this one out on the touchline with the half-time oranges and the fat, wheezy boys with a note from matron. While you young bloods link arms and go together for the glorious final scrum down.
No, sir. You're not listening, sir. I'm begging you. Please. For the sake of all the times I've helped you with your dicky bows and your dicky bladder. Please. Don't make me.
You go through the farewell debagging ceremony in the mess. No, I've spared you that too, you...
Don't, dang, I feel bad for Darlie. At first, I didn't feel bad for Darlie. It was funny. But now I feel bad, bro. Come on, this general out here just sending these everybody to their death, man.
Touching this sentimental young booby. Look, no fuss, no bother. The driver is already here.
sir?
No, not a word, Kevin. I know what you want to say. I know. Goodbye, Kevin, darling.
Goodbye, sir.
Dang.
It stopped raining at last, sir. Begging your pardon. Looks like we might have a nice day for it.
Yes, nearly morning.
Good Lord. So it is. Right. Time to make my call. Hello? Field Marshal Sir Douglas Haig, please. Yes, it's urgent.
Hey,
Hello, Sir Douglas.
who is this?
Captain Blackadder, sir. Erstwhile of the 1945th East African Rifles.
Good Lord, Blackie.
Yes, sir.
Haven't seen you since...
92, sir. Umboto Gorge.
By Jingo, yes. Yeah, we sure gave those pygmies a good squashing.
We certainly did, sir. And you remember...
My God, yes. You saved my damn life that day, Blackie. If it weren't for you, that pygmy woman with the sharpened mango could have
Well,
seriously...
exactly, sir. And you remember then that you said that if I was ever in real trouble, if I ever really needed a favor, then I was to call you, and you'd do everything you could to help me?
Yes, I do. And I stick by it. You know me, not a man to change my mind.
No, we've noticed that.
Spit it out.
He said, no, we've noticed that.
Well, you see, sir, it's the big push today, and I'm not all that keen to go over the top.
Oh, I see. Well...
It was a viciously sharp slice of mango, wasn't it, sir?
Well, this is most irregular, but, all right, if I do fix it for you, I never want to hear from you again. Is that clear?
Suits me, Dougie.
Very well. Listen carefully, Blackadder. I won't repeat this. Put your underpants on your head and stick 2 pencils up your
Oh
nose.
my God.
They'll think you're crazy and send you home. Right, favor returned.
God dang.
I think the phrase rhymes with clucking bell.
I mean, you'll be going over the top now, sir.
Field Marshal.
Well, not quite, Blackadder. At least not yet. No, I just wanted to let you know that I've sent a little surprise over for you.
Sir,
Captain Darling.
Captain Blackadder?
Here to join us for the last waltz?
Yes. Tired of folding the general's pajamas.
well, this is splendid comradely news. Together we'll fight for king and country and be sucking sausages in Berlin by tea time.
Yes, I hope their cafes are well stocked. Everyone seems determined to eat out the moment they arrive.
Oh, really, this is brave, splendid, and noble. Sir,
Yes, Lieutenant?
I'm scared, sir.
Dang, I really didn't think he would be, bro. I thought he was excited to go out there and go over the top, bro. Now I'm finna, bro. Nah, no, y'all not finna bring this water out of my eyes. My eyes don't produce water. Y'all not finna make me sad right now, bro.
Scared too, sir.
I mean, I'm the last of the tiddly-winking leapfroggers from the golden summer of 1914. I don't want to die. Really, not over keen on dying at all, sir.
How are you feeling, darling?
Not all that good, Blackadder. Rather hoped I'd get through the whole show. Go back to work at Pratt & Sons. Keep wicket for the Croydon gentleman. Married Doris. Made a note in my diary on the way here. It simply says, bugger.
Let's move.
Fix bayonets!
Don't forget your stick, Lieutenant.
Right there, sir. Wouldn't want to face a machine gun without this.
God dang, bro.
Listen, our guns have stopped.
You don't think...
Maybe the war's over. Maybe it's peace.
Oh, hurrah! The big knobs have got round the table and yanked the iron out of the fire.
Thank God. We lived through it. The Great War, 1914 to 1970.
Hip, hip! Hooray!
I'm afraid not. The guns have stopped because we're about to attack. Not even our generals are mad enough to shell their own men. They think it's far more sporting to let the Germans do it.
So we are, in fact, going over. This is, as they say, it.
I'm afraid so. Unless I can think of something very quickly.
Company, one, pace, forward.
Oh, there's a nasty splinter on that ladder, sir. A bloke could hurt himself on that.
Stand ready.
I have a plan, sir.
Really, Baldric? A cunning and subtle one?
Yes, sir.
As cunning as a fox who's just been appointed Professor of Cunning at Oxford University?
Yes, sir.
On the signal, company will advance.
Well, I'm afraid it'll have to wait. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was better than my plan to get out of this by pretending to be mad. I mean, who would have noticed another madman around here?
Facts.
Good luck, everyone.
God dang. I would have had to have somebody like stab me in the shoulder or something. I'd been like accidentally stab me or something. I can't go. I can't. Dang, that was such a sad ending, bro. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D. Out.